Hello and welcome to Zeetron's iPhone videos. Today I will demonstrate how to perform the iPhone 4 color swap on your phone. The color swap will turn your iPhone into a white phone. All parts can be found in the link below at www.zeetron.com. Please note, all repairs are performed at your own risk. We do offer both the do-it-yourself kit, including the professional color swap service. For more information, please visit our website at www.zeetron.com. To start, I'm going to show you real quick the parts that we're going to be using. The iPhone 4 home button, the iPhone 4 back cover with the flash diffuser, and the iPhone 4 digitizer LCD assembly. Now, to start this repair, you're going to want to take out the two bottom screws. Once that's done, you're going to want to push up on the back so it comes right off. Just a quick word of advice: when you're going to be performing this repair, keep all the screws in order because there's a lot of them and they are all different sizes. Next, you're going to want to unscrew this screw right here. This is the battery connector screw. Okay, once that is unscrewed, you're going to want to unplug the metal connector, which is a battery connector with a pry tool, and it should come right off, just like that. Now, you're going to see a little tab over here to pull out the battery. Often you'll rip it because the battery is glued onto the frame. You can use a screwdriver, just be careful, and you can kind of just pick it right up and it'll come out. Okay, so once the battery is out, there are 5 screws located right here. This is it's a black frame that protects all the cables. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And the last one is right here. Okay. This metal piece is supposed to come right off. If it doesn't, just shake it back and forth a little bit and it's gonna come right off. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is take out these 2 screws. Once you take them off, there's a little black plate that holds the connector, which comes from the speakers. I'm going to show you that right now. 1 and 2. And it's supposed to just slide right off, see? Okay, so you're going to want to take a pry tool and pry it just like that, and then the cable is going to come up. Now the cable is glued. I'm going to show you that right now where. So once it's off, just peel it back. Just be careful, it shouldn't rip, and just bend it back just like that. Okay, so now we're going to take out the camera as well as the vibrating module. It doesn't really matter which order you take it out, in which order. So we'll start out with the vibrating module. There's 2 screws. The big one's on the left and the smaller one's on the right, and it just comes out just like that. Okay, the camera has no screws to it. It's just a little connector. Should also just pry up, and it comes right out just like that. Okay, next you're gonna want to take out another 2 screws. The first screw is over here, and the second screw is over here. Now these 2 screws are holding the motherboard at the moment. Now this screw that I'm taking out right now is the screw which has the litmus paper, which if your iPhone gets wet, it turns red. So if you're really careful, you can actually take it off with the white paper still being on, just for your information. Alright, now there's one more screw that's still holding the motherboard, which is this piece, to the frame. It's this screw right here. Now this screw also holds the bottom portion of the phone, which is the speaker. So we're going to want to take out this screw as well as this screw, which holds the bottom part of the phone to the frame. Alright, now there's one more thing before you disconnect the speaker. There's a little metal pin that's plugged onto the motherboard. You can use a pry tool or a screwdriver, it doesn't matter, just be careful, and you can just kind of pop it right off and it comes off. And then the bottom portion is going to slide right out. There's a little thing over here that actually slides in when you put your phone back together. Alright, so the motherboard is almost ready to be taken apart. There's a couple more things that we have to do. First, take out the SIM card. Doesn't really matter, you can do it in the beginning of the repair or when you reach this part, and disconnect the 5 cables, which are the digitizer cables. So let's start out with the motherboard. You can use a regular pin or anything that's sharp. And go ahead and push it out. There we go. Comes right out. Alright, and now we're going to want to disconnect the digitizer cables. So there are 5 of them. And you just take a pry tool and one by one, be careful, and they should come right off. So there's the first 3. And now there's 2 more, which are right over here, 1 and 2. The first one is for the LCD, and the second one's for the digitizer. And there you have it. All the 5 cables are disconnected, and the motherboard should come right out of its place. Just like that. Alrighty, so once that's completed, this is actually the most tedious part of the repairs. There's a couple of screws that need to be taken out. I'm going to show you them first. So there's 3 screws with washers on each side. 1, 2, 3, and same thing over here. 1, 2, and 3. There's also 4 tiny screws. They're located in the corners. I'm going to show you them as well. One's over here. Another one is over here. Another one's over here. And the final one is over there.